Life moves, and so do we. And it may not be as straightforward as it was when we were in our 20s to feel like we're part of something.
Moving forward with the Dekker team. Moving forward together with the Dekker team.
And so we are honored to really, for over 35 years, to be able to come alongside you, not only selling, buying, and investing in real estate, but coming alongside you to build your fund. Hey, this time, build your friends, build your finances, and even strengthen, heal, and flourish inside relationship. It's interesting. When we're younger, friends are straightforward. New community feels more straightforward because we're with them all day at school or in university or in college. And then we go into our mid-20s, 30s, and everybody kind of scatters.
Yeah,
a few people stay in the same community, but many of us move across town. I have friends that still have the same friends they had when they were in school, but because they all stayed in the same local area. That's uncommon.
It is uncommon. And, you move maybe to a new workplace and there may be friends there, but sometimes work is not the place to have your friends.
Sometimes, yes. Sometimes you have people not. You spend a lot of time with that you may be friendly with, but because proximity is a piece of the conversation, who you live close to, it's easier to have spontaneous friendship.
Right. Yeah. And to feel, I forget that movie. There was a sitcom, but anyways, it was at a bar and everybody knew everybody's
Cheers?
Name. Yeah, Cheers. Everybody knew everybody's name, right? And I think that's what can happen when you frequent your local shops, whether it's clothing stores or food outlets or restaurants. Go there frequently, shop local, shop the local grocery store and talk to people, get to know their name, right? Like most of them have a name badge on, but get to know Sally and Bob and Jim and Martha and whoever and smile. Connect with them because you'll be surprised how they become part of your community.
And if you do it the first 90 days when you move in, or the next 90 days, if you're listening to this and you think, I didn't do any of this stuff, you can do it now. You can treat your first 90 as your first 90 anytime you want. It doesn't actually have to be your first 90. Some of the things that I will do is I'm standing in line at the grocery store. Is I will smile and I may make some comment about a particular item that's in their grocery cart that looks interesting, or about the child that is with them, or anything that is an easy place to touch base.
Yeah, the kind of fruit that they've got or root vegetable that you've never made or known about, and you ask questions about it.
And you build this community. Are they going to become my best friend? Maybe not, maybe, but it certainly still enhances my sense of belonging when I have lighthearted conversation with people I don't yet know. Right? The other day I was in a local grocery store and one of the cashiers was talking about lack of sleep. And that she wasn't sleeping well. And I took one glance and I figured, she's in menopause. So I just said, menopause for me has been so hard, so disrupted my sleep. And she said, yes, that's what it is. I took a gamble, but she wandered into this great dialogue. And I said, you want to know 3 things, just couple little things I've done that really shifted my sleep? And she goes, yes. Well, the whole store is listening at this point that was in our vicinity. And she was so grateful. She said, thank you. And I said, I'm not going to give you any more today. We can talk about more another time. And I felt great leaving. It made me feel like I was something and part of something. Not that I was something, but I was part of something. And it caused her to feel great. And I had a friend with me who would never have chosen to do that. And she laughed. And I said, what's up? And she goes, that was just really neat.
Yeah, I'm going to rat you out because we were at a local nursery looking for some seeds because we've been planting a lot. And we know that in 30 to 90 days, we're going to have a harvest. And depending on what you're planting in your community, you will have a harvest. And you met some lady, and I don't know how you met her in the aisle in the nursery.
Oh, yeah.
And you started talking about where she lived and where we lived and her job, and her job had changed, and it was a drastic change, and she was in research and fertility. And I mean, the conversation you guys were having, then you exchanged contact information. I'm going, blow my mind, really. Like, I would never do that.
And it caused her to feel great. And it caused me to feel great.
Mm-hmm.
And so is it a little daunting? Is it a little scary? Is it a little bit be brave, be first? Yes, all that. But it does cause me to feel more like part of my community.
Yeah, and little things like if you're going to a restaurant, a new restaurant in the neighborhood, and you want to get to know people, first of all, let them know you're from the neighborhood. Second of all, ask them for recommendations. What do they recommend? Why do they recommend it? Is it their favorite? Like, just get a conversation going.
Yeah. And I said on segment A, we talked about when you have kids or you have dogs, it's a whole lot easier to get to know people.
Mm-hmm.
A few more things that have been floating in my brain since then was rollerblade, ride the bike, go for walks, just be in the community that gives you access to then connect with people. And don't worry if they don't remember your name. Just remember their name, because over time, if they're meant to remember your name, they will. It's not a slight. It's just life is busy. They're not being intentional. They're not rushing in the house to write down notes of your name or your kids' names or your grandkids' names because they're not being intentional. Mm-hmm. But your intentionality will still move forward the relationship.
Yeah. And comment something positive, right? Something about maybe what they're wearing, or the dress or the slacks or the blouse or the haircut or the whatever it is. Be kind. People remember kind people, right? And smile and just be thankful for their service.
Oh, now we're back to the stores.
Well,
I bounced all over the place.
Yeah, but I'm going to bounce too, because, one of the things that I would like to do that I haven't done is have like a backyard party, just buy a few bags of burgers and just invite the neighbors. And whether they come or not is really irrelevant, because if they do come, you're going to have conversation. It's going to be great. And the ones that do come are the ones that are important. The ones that didn't come, that's okay. Life is busy, but they got invited and they will feel good about it.
Well, we've had a couple of those over the last 10 years, but not very many. And it's funny because one of our new neighbors was all excited because they got an invitation in their mail, like in our door. Mm-hmm. But I read it when I first read it, and I thought it was an invitation too, and I was all pumped. And then I kept reading, and it said, oh, actually, we're having a graduation party. We've invited X number of hundreds of people, and the streets are going to be lined with cars. And so,
sorry for the inconvenience.
Sorry for the inconvenience. You're not actually invited, but we're inviting people. And yet, I can tell you, I was delighted, and so was our neighbor, because he never really read the whole thing. He just knew he wasn't available. Mm-hmm. And so he thought he got to go to a new party. And he said, that was so nice of them. I love this community. Yeah. So it doesn't take a lot to cause someone to feel good.
Put up a screen in your backyard, or a big screen in the house, or whatever. Like if you like soccer, invite them to the World Cup to watch a soccer game. If they don't like soccer, they're probably not going to come. But the whole point is now you're finding people that are like you. Right. And will enjoy you, and you will enjoy them. So we're just delighted that you joined us on Life's Inside Track, because we know that when we move forward together, we've got this.